Travelers from Spain, Italy, Malta, and the Vatican City State can now enter Latvia restriction-free since the countries have been placed on the latter's green list. In line with the recent update made by the Latvian authorities, all of the countries mentioned above have registered less than 75 COVID-19 infection cases per 100,000 inhabitants during the last couple of weeks. As a result, since yesterday, October 30th, all persons who have been fully vaccinated or recovered from the virus reaching Latvia from one of the 4 countries are allowed entry for non-essential purposes without having to undergo coronavirus testing before or after their arrival. Moreover, fully vaccinated and recovered travelers are also exempt from the self-isolation requirement. Similar to vaccinated and recovered travelers, the authorities have explained that unvaccinated and unrecovered persons reaching Latvia from Spain, Italy, Malta, and the Vatican City State are also permitted to travel to the country for non-essential purposes. Nonetheless, they must take a PCR test within 72 hours before their arrival or a rapid antigen test within 48 hours before entry. Even though the Latvian authorities permit restriction-free entry to arrivals from these 4 areas, the European Centre for Disease Prevention and Control, ECDC, highly discourages travel to the country, since Latvia is currently one of the most affected regions of Europe. Based on the data provided by ECDC, at the moment, the whole territory of Latvia is colored dark red as the country has identified more than 500 positive COVID-19 infection cases per 100,000 inhabitants during the last 14 days. In addition, the World Health Organization, WHO figures have shown that only during the last 24 hours Latvia has reported 2,758 new infection cases and has registered 25 deaths. Similar to Latvia, other European countries, including Lithuania, Estonia, Romania, Croatia, and Bulgaria, among others, are also listed as dark red countries. As for the other EU countries, they are all placed on Latvia's orange list. Vaccinated and recovered travelers from orange-listed countries are not subject to any restrictions when traveling to Lithuania. However, those who have not been vaccinated or recovered must take a COVID-19 test before entering Latvia and go into quarantine as soon as they enter the country, with the possibility of shortening it. When entering Latvia from a country where the 14-day cumulative number of COVID-19 cases per 100,000 population exceeds 75, it is mandatory to observe 10-day self-isolation. The self-isolation time can be shortened if the test is repeated on day 7 and is negative, the statement of Latvia's Centre for Disease Prevention and Control reads.